Let's talk about the latest update from one of the most exciting companies that I've recently come across. I'm talking about NexTech AR Solutions, which trades under NEXCF on the OTC markets and NTAR in Canada. And one of the reasons why I love this company so much, aside from their incredible product, is that this stock still has a ton of room to grow, and it's super cheap right now at under $2 a share, with a small market cap of 140 million. So I won't go too in depth with the details of what this company does, as I've already done that in previous videos. However, just to keep this somewhat brief, NexTech is an augmented reality company. And I know video games might be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of AR technology. However, NexTech is looking to integrate their technology into several different sectors, with the biggest one being for e-commerce. So I think you need to think about it like this. Typically, when we go online shopping and you're looking for, let's say, a desk or an end table, the results that populate in the shopping section of Google search will probably look something like this, where you can see an item, but it's usually only in a JPEG or PNG format, meaning it's just a flat 2D image, nothing really exciting. With NexTech though, their goal is to work with companies to incorporate their AR and 3D technology into the online shopping experience. So in the future, you'll be able to still search for an end table on Google, but instead, you'd be able to see a 3D spinning object where you can click and check it out from all angles before you decide to buy it. And if you think that's cool, the next-gen e-commerce experience doesn't stop there. At this point, with the aid of your smartphone camera and NexTech software, you'll be able to scan your own house and see the object digitally populate in your own home to perfect scale, not dissimilar to Pokemon Go, where you can see all the Pokemon chillin' in real-world locations. So with that said, let's get into this update. On September 3rd, it was announced that NexTech had been selected as an early partner for Google's Threedy AR search program, along with their expansion of their continued partnership with Kohl's, as well as Pier 1. So what this means is that pretty soon, 3D models will start appearing in organic search results for select retailers. And with NexTech's partner with Kohl's, which is one of the largest department store chains in the United States, this means that Kohl's is going to be one of the first companies to utilize this technology through NexTech's platform called Threedy.ai, which, trust me, you'll want to hear about because it is NexTech's product that they're going to be offering to their customers. But I'll get into that in a little bit. And this all started back in 2019 during the annual I/O conference held by Google, where they announced that moving forward, its search engine would start displaying 3D and augmented reality objects as a search engine results page feature. Google has partnered with a few brands, one of which being Target, and as a result, Google recently expanded the number of brands by selecting NexTech as an early access partner for its Threedy AR search program, which means that by proxy, both Kohl's and Pier 1 will be benefiting from this Google partnership, because with this partnership, NexTech will give exclusive early access of the 3D search program to its Threedy.ai customers. And as I'm sure you're curious by this point, Threedy.ai is a scalable 3D model creation platform that generates 3D models from simply uploading 2D photos, utilizing NexTech's proprietary AI technology. This essentially gives NexTech's customers the power to build their own 3D product catalogs and create immersive customer experiences. All right, let's go in. And I think this is actually pretty genius because it means that NexTech doesn't have to hire more people to create 3D models for their clients. All NexTech had to do was hire the engineers to build out the platform. And then it's up to the customers in how many 3D products they want to generate from their account. And the really powerful thing here is just how scalable Threedy.ai is, because you have to think about this from Google's perspective. The challenge is how this can be made relevant to customers. meaning having 50 or 100 3D assets is nothing when you take into account the billions of Google searches every day. 5.6 billion searches a day to be more specific. And the advantageous thing about NexTech software is that it has the ability to create assets at scale, meaning hundreds of thousands and millions of 3D items can be generated. And that is honestly some insane value that is being offered to Google that no other company is really doing right now. And of course, NexTech is able to provide value to Google because of its customers as well, who, by virtue of this Google NexTech partnership, similarly benefit because their assets will be indexed and shown in Google search, which isn't something that any augmented reality company can do. But because NexTech was specifically selected to work with Google, that means that all the assets will be available to the billions of people who visit Google every day. And just as a side note, if you're wondering about the company's balance sheet, they are looking pretty financially healthy after Q2 earnings for 2021. Their current ratio as of July is a 4.8, which is extremely solid, especially looking back at their previous quarter, where their current ratio was 2.1. So over the span of 3 months, they've been able to double their current ratio through acquiring more assets and lowering their liabilities even further. So overall, I honestly believe that NexTech is positioning themselves to be a huge player in the AR space, and potentially the #1 player for AR e-commerce technology. And while I get it, they're a smaller company, their balance sheet is looking strong, and thanks to their new partnership, NexTech has Google on their side to help drive customers to discover their AR technology. This is a really incredible company, guys. And if the stock continues to keep falling, I will gladly be buying more shares of this company to hold for the long term. And yeah, that's the video I have for you guys today. Thanks to those of you who made it to the end, and I'll catch you next time.